Oh. What's up, everybody? We have a new feeder sent to us by NetView. This is the Birdfy feeder, and it is bamboo, meaning that this box is incredibly heavy. Now, you've obviously seen a feeder review from me for the last this will be the third week in a row. Part of that is because the holidays are coming up, and so these feeder companies want to get their products out there, which is awesome. And I just want to remind you guys that this video does not take the place of any of my normal content. This is all a bonus video. It's an extra video to the week. Normally I don't do videos on Fridays, so just a reminder about that. But let's unbox this thing and see what we got. First of all, just to point out, the box has some pretty cool birds. You got yourself an Oriole species here. I don't want to embarrass myself and not identify this one correctly. I know it's not a Bullock's Oriole. I know it's not a Scott's Oriole. Baltimore Oriole. This looks like a painted bunting. Never seen one of those. Also, let me know in the comments below, do these come to bird feeders? As always, 2 manuals. It looks like one will go to, you know, the camera and technology setup. The other one will go to like the structure, putting together the bird feeder, hanging it up, right? So also, I love the lack of plastic out of this box. Most of this is cardboard, and obviously the feeder's made out of bamboo. This is bulky, which is good. All right, so here we have it. The Birdfy feeder from NetView. Beautiful. Smells really good as well. And obviously this is made out of bamboo. It looks like it's almost completely put together already. You do have your nice tray down here with holes in it to let water through so your seed doesn't get rotted. The most amazing feature is that this opens all the way. Super easy accessibility for your seed. Now, something that I love about this feeder, you can dual wield your seed. And by that, I mean, there's a divide, at least on top. You can put 2 different seed types. You can put Niger seed over here. You can put black oil sunflower seed over here. That's cool. I like that a lot. And then obviously down here it might get a little blended around, but you could stock up on 2 different seed types, and then they could race against each other and you could see which one's more popular. Obviously this is the slot for your camera. This is really sturdy, really well put together. Let's see what else is in the box here. Another stand. I believe this is to extend your stand out, right? So I'm assuming you could just keep it as is if you wanted to, but to allow bigger birds to perch, you have a stand extension, which is really, really, really cool. Let's see what's in this other box here. Ta-da! All right. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we're gonna test the durability today by throwing this on the ground. No, these things are pretty sturdy. So here is the NetView camera. I think that's Seaport charging. That's nice as well. That means faster charging. Seaport charger right here. This one comes with a screwdriver. Nice. And then your standards, right? Here is the tree mount. This is what we're going to use for ours, and pole mounts as well. And then if you want, you can screw it directly into a tree. And then here looks like your Wi-Fi antenna. NetView team, thank you for a solar panel. I love solar panels. After charging cameras over and over and over again, I've really been spoiled by the solar panels. Again, just a nice thing to have so you don't have to individually charge your camera every couple of weeks. No build montage this time because this feeder comes pretty much ready to go. We just have to charge the camera to the feeder, install the extension stand, which we're definitely going to do. Seems like setup's going to be pretty easy. Here we have the Birdfy feeder by NetView. Actually heavy to hang up, so you'll probably want 2 people. I did manage to do it with 1 though, so it is possible, but you'll definitely want a second person to help you lift it onto the strap. I use the tree strap, but again, it comes with the pole mounts, or you can drill it directly into a plank or a barn or something that you have. You don't have to put the extension on, again, if you want smaller birds only coming to your feeder. You can put the extension on for those bigger birds. Now, what's cool about this feeder is it's made out of bamboo. That door opens all the way up here, and it actually has 2 seeder troughs. So you can use 2 different types of seeds if you want to. I'm going to use black oil sunflower seed, and then the only other seed I have right now is unshelled sunflower seed. So I'll put those 2 in here. It does have solar panel, as you can see. Mine's not in the sunniest spot, but that's okay. It still charges pretty good. I've noticed. You can see that it's charging right now, even with the sun behind us. So it is bringing in energy at all times. So let's get this filled up real quick and see what birds come to the feeder. And it's nice, that thing opens all the way. It actually goes all the way down. Filled a funnel. That barely put a dent in our seed. That took a whole bunch of this seed. a big chunk of it gone. I'm gonna go get more sunflower seeds and I'll be right back. Looks like a super high quality feeder. Feels like a super high quality feeder. Again, this is super heavy. Plus with the solar panel, that's amazing. Again, with these SmartBird feeders, I do recommend getting the bundle with the solar panel so you're not charging your cameras all day long. One thing I did want to mention while we're out here, this is the panel you pull down to access your camera. The instructions did say this, but it did take me a minute to figure out. You screw the antenna on the back and you put it inside the feeder. Don't try to put it on the back of the feeder, just in case you're wondering about that. So that closes, it's super nice and secure. I do like there's a roof here, it keeps the seed dry. The bottom of the seed trough does have holes for water to drain though, so your seed won't get soggy. But let's see what birds come to the feeder and I'll keep you updated. All right, so the Birdfy feeder, which you can actually see in the background behind me, let's talk about it. Let's talk. I've had it for now a couple days, and honestly, it's been incredible to see the birds coming to the feeder. Now, I do want to mention that a lot of people pronounce it, including myself, pretty much this whole video, as Birdfy, but they've actually come out and stated that they're pronounced Birdfy. So some cool features about the feeder is you can get real-time updates to when birds are actually coming to visit your feeder. So I actually had to turn these off just because they were coming quite frequently, but for some people, you want to know every single time a bird is coming to your feeder. And the birds love this feeder, I have to say. So something that I like as well about the feeder is it does have a pretty high resolution camera. It's 1080p for recording video, and so you can get some really good quality videos from this bird feeder as well. It has a solar panel, which is renewable, clean energy. That's a pretty cool feature, and you don't have to charge it very often. Honestly, I think the solar panel's been at 100% since I started filming this video, which is absolutely insane. You can actually share this feeder with 20 of your friends for free. So if you have one of these feeders and you send them the link, they can download the link and they can also watch the feeder with you. So if you're surrounded by bird friends, or maybe you have a bird club and someone sets up a feeder, you can share this feeder with 20 of your friends. I think that's an incredible feature. It's weatherproofed and it has a solid design. As you can see behind me, the weather's not great today. It's been raining all day long and I haven't had to worry about going out there and taking the feeder down or anything. It's made out of that great bamboo and it's built to last. So should be totally fine out in snow, out in the rain. It also comes with that antenna in the back of the feeder that I mentioned earlier, and that really boosts your Wi-Fi strength. So even if your Wi-Fi router, in my case, the Wi-Fi router is over here in this corner, the bird feeder's all the way back there on that middle tree, it has no problem with connection. It connects perfectly fine every single time. That antenna really helps boost that connection to the Wi-Fi. Now let me talk about some of the features of the feeder that I really like. The app is awesome. It's really easy to use. You can scroll through and you can find recordings of the birds. You can set your cooldown time. So I moved my cooldown time to every 2 minutes. So it'll record 20 seconds and then cool down for 2 minutes, but it can go as short as 1 minute cooldown times, which is pretty cool. So you can have at every 1 minute, if there's a bird constantly at your feeder, it's gonna record a 20-second video clip. Like I said before, you can scroll through and you can watch those video clips as well. So I really like that feature. It does have AI capabilities with about 6,000 birds, and it does ask you your location. The AI is not super necessary, and it's accurate about 70% of the time. So AI still has a long ways to go in identifying birds, but if you have some extra money, it's definitely worth trying. The bird feeder does try to tell me what species is at the feeder, so I get a lot of notifications for house finches because that's the most common bird in the yard that this bird feeder is set up in. I also really like that extension perch that they include with this bamboo bird feeder. It allows some of the bigger birds like Eurasian collared doves, and again, like the woodhouse of scrub jays, to sit up and feed off of the feeder as well. We even had our resident escaped Indian ringneck parakeet visiting the feeder, which is a huge bird. So that extension perch allows for bigger birds to come. You can take it off if you don't want the bigger birds there and just save it for the smaller birds, but I kind of like to feed all the birds in the yard. You can also add birds to your collection. So when a bird comes in and maybe it's new to your feeder, you can star that bird and add it to a collection. So that's pretty cool. The app also has a community feature, so you can see what other people are putting up on their communities. This is optional, so your feeder doesn't have to post to the community, but you can choose to do so if you'd like. So that's pretty cool to have a little community feature as well. Also, the seed troughs are huge. I haven't had to replace the seed. It's been 5 days and they've barely put a dent in it. I also like the fact that you can put 2 different seed types in the same feeder. That's really, really cool. It helps diversify what birds can come to your feeder. And again, the birds haven't put a dent in that seed at all. So that's awesome. It's a really hands-off feeder experience. You don't have to worry about having so much time spent going back and forth between filling up your feeder and filling up the seed. It's a great feature that seed trough is so deep. Also, just lastly, the bird feeder is super high quality. That bamboo is super durable. It's a very heavy and bulky feeder. Also, link will be in the description with a coupon code for 15% off your purchase. Follow that link and enter in the coupon Bright-Eyed 15, all one word, all lowercase. It'll get you 15% off of your feeder purchase. This is the perfect gift for any bird lovers in your family. Let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about the Birdfy bamboo feeder? Also, which seed do you think was the most popular? I had unshelled black oil sunflower seed as well as shelled black oil sunflower seed. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright-Eyed Birding.